Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Would everyone please rise for the arrival of Basic Corrections Local Class 63, being led in by Aaron Anderson of the Portland Police Highland Guard. Please remain standing for the posting of our nation's colors and the national anthem being sung by Amanda Slagle.
Color guard, forward, march. Center, face. Post the colors.
Half right, face. Present, arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order, arms. Half left, face.
Color guard, forward, face. Dismiss.
Please be seated. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Basic Corrections Local Class 63. My name is James Webb, and I've served as the primary training coordinator for this class. On behalf of the Department of Public Safety, Standards and Training, and the members of the graduating class, we thank you all for being with us here today. Now it is my pleasure to introduce individuals who will participate in today's program, starting from my right. Our commencement speaker, Sheriff Matt Phillips, Clatsop County Sheriff's Office. My lead instructor for this class, Josh Brooks. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's graduation speaker, Sheriff Matt Phillips with the Clatsop County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Phillips began his career with the Clatsop County Sheriff's Office 23 years ago and has come up through the ranks holding position of patrol deputy, narcotics canine handler, marine patrol deputy, patrol sergeant, jail commander, and sheriff. Sheriff Phillips' commitment to education includes a Bachelor of Science degree from Oregon State University and a Master of Arts in Criminal Justice from Western Oregon University. Additionally, he is a graduate of the Oregon Marine Law Enforcement Academy, the Oregon Executive Development Institute, the International Public Safety, Leadership and Ethics Institute, and the Oregon State Sheriff's Association Command College. He holds basic, intermediate, advanced, supervisory, and executive certificates from DPSST. Please join me in welcoming Sheriff Phillips.
All right, graduates, you have been for 6 weeks enjoying Oregon's finest dining and five-star accommodations. And I'm sure that your friends and family and loved ones are jealous and eager to have you home. So, this ceremony and this speech are all that's preventing you from being reunited with your loved ones, so I'll keep my remarks short to the 45 minutes allotted. This commencement ceremony marks the first of many important milestones in your public safety career. And as proud and excited as you are of your accomplishments here at the Academy and to graduate, I don't think anyone's more proud and excited as the people in this audience. I know that they're very proud of you, and that tells me that you are leaders for them. And when I thought about what I should talk about today and speak about, I pondered many important topics. And as I reflected, I knew that it was leadership that was the most common theme to success in this career, professionally and personally. So, leadership is not just an exercise for presidents and generals or for sheriffs, lieutenants, and sergeants. It's a responsibility for everyone that wears a uniform. The power and authority given to someone by a rank does not impart leadership ability. Leadership doesn't have to be related to significant moments or events. Leadership, simply put, is just the ability to influence the attitudes, beliefs, or behaviors of someone. I think the most important leadership moments are often the little moments that people don't recognize as a leadership moment. And if you're consistent in your message and the way you conduct yourself, people will want to be more like you. So there are many venues for leadership and moments for leadership, but I'm going to highlight 5 that I thought were particularly important to your public safety career. First, be a leader for the public. Each of you have given up your identity and anonymity as private citizens to join the ranks of criminal justice professionals who shall be the role models for our communities. Your actions will now always be judged by what is expected of a law enforcement professional. And this is what makes your job more than just a career. It's a lifestyle. Always seek to build positive relationships and trust with the public. It is public trust and belief in what we represent that gives our badges and uniforms meaning and authority. Be a leader for your peers. Every day, strive to be a positive influence for your team. Commit to the success of everybody that you work with, and I promise they will return the favor to you. Solve problems and be creative within policy, and work collaboratively to fulfill the mission of the organization. And really important too is reach out to your peers if you see them struggling. Be a friend, commit to their success, get involved with your agency's peer support team if you have one. And if you don't, be a leader and help create one. Be a leader for those that you are trusted to care for. Working in a jail is not for the faint of heart, and you will encounter situations that most people, can't imagine. And certainly your patience will be tested by people who have made a career of testing people's patience. Serving as the hub of the criminal justice system, our jails are so important. And the whole goal of our system is to change behavior. And I think we know that just locking people up doesn't necessarily change behavior in itself. So be a role model and demonstrate the right behaviors for the people that are entrusted to your care. Try to help them leave the facility with a better relationship with law enforcement and help them leave, even if a little bit, a better person, because that's what our goal is. The next one I'm going to talk about a little bit longer because it's probably the hardest for us that wear a uniform because we care so much about other people. But be a leader for yourself. Yes, you can change your own attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors, and this requires intentional effort. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't be effective as a leader. You can't be effective as a mother, a father, a husband, a wife, or a sibling. You need to take care of yourself so you can be there for them. Be intentional about getting regular exercise. Make your body more resilient and healthy so that you can last a career. Be ready to protect yourself and others if necessary. Focus on getting good sleep. Sleep helps us heal both physically and emotionally. And this type of work demands you to be at your best. Designate some time to yourself and maybe learn a new hobby. It's a good way to grow. This might be a little extreme, but I've decided to learn how to fly a small airplane. And I will promise you, when you know you're not a good pilot, your first solo takeoff and landing, you're not thinking about any other problems. So it's a good way to get away from work. Don't be afraid to reach out for help if you're struggling. Courage and bravery come in many forms, and often it is hardest for you to look out for yourself. So if you're feeling bad, find it within yourself to reach out for help, because there's pretty much nothing we can't fix if we can address it early. Your bosses, your sheriffs, really care about your success in this career, both personally and professionally. So reach out for help if you're getting there. Always be hungry to learn and develop new skills. Don't be stagnant in your career. There's so many areas that we need expertise in our facilities. If you can do that, it'll keep the job fun and interesting, and will provide greater service to the organization and our community. And adhere strongly and fiercely to your values, the oath of office, and the Criminal Justice Code of Ethics. Sometimes good values like loyalty can cloud judgment in a weak moment and get placed ahead of another important value like honesty. That's just an example. Keep that in the back of your mind so you don't let yourself down or this profession. And be a leader for your friends and family. As I mentioned earlier, you've already demonstrated this just by being on this stage and having this group of wonderful people that support and love you. As you enter this career, there's going to be a grind of shift work and overtime, and things will be a little bit more challenging. At some point, you might find yourself wiped out and disengaged at the end of a shift, and not being present for your family and loved ones doesn't suggest leadership, and they need you, right? So be intentional about your efforts for them. If you ask for time off at the last minute, you're probably going to end up disappointed. So plan ahead of time the vacations and outings that you're going to look forward to throughout the year. Something that's worked really good for my family was that we always scheduled one vacation that we'd go as a family, but really important is that my wife and I, even if it was only for a long weekend, we'd plan something for just the two of us. Your schedule is going to be a lot different than your non-law enforcement friends, and I will tell you that relationships with the non-public safety law enforcement people are critical to preserving your world outlook and perspective and resilience. So be intentional about keeping them in your lives, and don't overwhelm them with work stories. They're going to start to think you're a little bit weird all on their own, and you don't need to speed up the process. So no doubt opportunities and things that you would like to do will pop up, and your work schedule is going to burst your bubble. But if you plan ahead, there's many good things that you can still accomplish. You know, with a little time and coordination, you will be able to coach one of your kids' teams. So being a leader for the public, your peers, those entrusted to your care, yourself and your friends and family, it is a lot of work, and it requires intention on your part. But like any kind of exercise, with consistency and dedication, it'll become effortless. Our world is hungry for good leaders, and the fact that you're sitting on this stage shows that you're well on your way. Class, congratulations for your accomplishments so far, and I know that everyone in this room is excited to see the great and wonderful things that you will do in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That is excellent advice. My date night starts at 8 o'clock tonight. The clock's ticking. Over the past 6 weeks, BCL063 has demonstrated excellence in performance and character despite physical exhaustion, mental fatigue, and difficult personal hardships. Doing so required them to develop trust and motivation, rely upon each other for support, and evaluate their choices with others' interests in mind. As you see proudly displayed upon their guidon flag, they've earned the Survival Skills Team Citation, a significant accomplishment among their peers. And I want to kind of dive off script for a minute and just talk about this particular class. So 63 started with the intent of 34 people. And in the course of about a week, that declined to 22, and we started and graduated with 21. So I told them early on that they're a lot like my wife, who's 5'2", small but mighty. Usually I pick a word or two that I can associate with a class. And for this one, for those of you that are their supervisor and employers, I attached the word initiative. So the way week one usually works is there's a list on the board that says these are the things that you need to accomplish as a class, right? You need to come up with a class leader, you need to come up with a class singer, you need to do these things as we project how we're going to run the class from week one all the way up to graduation. And they have reasonable, not guidelines, but deadlines. So by day 3, I walk into class, there's been no interview, there's been no vote, right? But they have worked out amongst themselves. They've got the class leader, the class singer, all the things, right? The list is already complete. And I'm like, where did this come from? If this is an indication of the next 6 weeks, this is going to be fantastic. And it was, which I think translates to them coming back to their agencies and what you should expect from them. So kudos to them. BCL063, I admire the work that you've done and all that you have accomplished. It's been a pleasure serving you, and I challenge you to pursue this same level of excellence at your agency. I would especially like to recognize Deputy Dylan Knudsen with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Knudsen was elected to be the BCL063 class leader and met the standard with humility and honor. He assisted with coordinating squad details and equipment, served as a liaison between staff and students, has willingly endured many of the trials and tribulations of leadership over the past 6 training weeks. Deputy Knudsen has truly shouldered responsibility above that expected of a basic training student, for which I would like to extend a personal thank you for a job well done. Finally, I'd like to recognize the members of the Color Guard detail for their dedication to honoring our nation's colors throughout the 6 weeks and during this ceremony. As a unit, and without the benefit of marching the last 6 weeks as a class, they have proudly performed their duties with an impressive degree of execution. Will the members of Color Guard Detail please stand when called, and if you would hold their applause until I get them all standing for you. Deputy Alexandria Bofill, Tillamook County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Tyson Conrad, Union County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Stephanie Giddens, Malheur County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Spencer Hall, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Inga Myron, Lane County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Grace Peranto, Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. I want to pause in this list for a moment and particularly shine the spotlight on Deputy Peranto, who willingly took the initiative, stepped in to fill our ranks when we had a last-minute injury. Deputy Dylan Smith, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. And Color Guard Leader, Deputy Andrew Olson, Multnomah County Sheriff's Office.
Color Guard, take seats.
Next, it is our custom to introduce students who have achieved individual honors during their 6 weeks of training here at the Academy. Family and friends, please feel free to come forward and take photographs. We've already warned them we're reserving Paparazzi Plaza just for you. I reminded them that Josh is a defensive tactics instructor, so we'll hold him hostage for your photos. I'd like to invite Sheriff Phillips and Instructor Brooks to present the individual awards. The Outstanding Shooter Award is presented to a student who has displayed excellence in marksmanship, safety, and tactical proficiency in firearms training as recognized by our range masters and instructors. The George L. Tooley Marksmanship Award is presented to Deputy Dallas Dewey, Lane County Sheriff's Office. The Outstanding Health and Physical Fitness Award is earned by a student who demonstrates that good health and fitness are not only attributes to their personal lifestyle, but also to the profession of public safety. The Outstanding Health and Physical Fitness Award goes to Deputy Dylan Knudsen, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. In each basic training class, an award is given for the best performance in defensive tactics and confrontational simulation training as determined by Academy staff. For this award, survival skills instructors look for technical proficiency as well as sensible decision-making, tenacity, and professionalism. The award for best performance in defensive tactics goes to Deputy Austin Van Winkle, Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. The Academic Achievement Award is presented to the student who displays outstanding scholastic achievement, as well as the ability to demonstrate skills and knowledge learned. With an overall average of 95.78%, the Dr. Ernest M. Ogard Jr. Academic Achievement Award is presented to Deputy Benjamin Rohde, Umatilla County Sheriff's Office. I'll warn you in advance, I have a story to tell about this one. The Victor G. Attia Outstanding Student Award is named in honor of the distinguished former governor of the state of Oregon, in whose term of office this agency became a reality. This prestigious award goes to the student in each basic class who is selected by students and academy staff as the overall most outstanding student in the class. The student selected must display exceptional professionalism and demonstrate an exemplary attitude, as well as outstanding achievement in leadership, academics, health and fitness, and survival skills. The Department of Public Safety Standards and Training is proud to honor the recipient for the Victor G. Attia Outstanding Student Award for Basic Corrections Local Class 63, Deputy Austin Van Winkle, Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. Now, before I move on, just to give you the backstory on this is a full circle moment. So the student speeches are due on Wednesday. I have to turn in the awards on Tuesday. So I turned in Deputy Van Winkle's name on Tuesday, and then he gives me his speech. So pay particular attention to his speech. It's going to be interesting, and you'll recognize that full circle moment. Now it is my privilege to introduce the class speakers for Basic Corrections Local Class 63, Deputy Dylan Smith with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, and Deputy Austin Van Winkle with the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office.
Hello. To begin, on behalf of Basic Corrections Local Class 63, we would like to thank Sheriff Phillips for speaking at our graduation today and would like to present this token of our appreciation. Thank you, sir. Good morning, esteemed guests, instructors, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. It's a great honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the culmination of our hard work and commitment these past 6 weeks. Today marks not just the end of our time at the Academy, but the beginning, or perhaps continuation of our careers in a field that holds profound responsibility. We've all traveled different paths to get here, but like myself, everyone in this class came with a purpose, a goal in mind. As obvious as it may be, the goal we all shared was to get to where we are today, to have endured the early morning PT sessions, late nights of study, and 4-hour defensive tactic blocks. These past 6 weeks haven't been easy, but every step was worth it. Every drop of sweat, every challenge faced. We've all put in what I call sweat equity. Sweat equity refers to the physical, mental, and emotional effort we have invested in our training, our daily duties, and the challenges we face in our workplaces. Sweat equity and what we've gained from it isn't something you can purchase. That would be too easy. To get to where we are, we've had to make sacrifices, oftentimes personal. We've had to put in the work and train day to day. That leads me to something that I find priceless: gratitude. I want to say how grateful I am to all of those who have helped us get here. The spouses, the friends, the family. Thank you for the support, for being at home, taking care of the kids, the pets, and doing everything we couldn't be home to do. We couldn't do it without you. I'm grateful for the incredible instructors here at the Academy. Your guidance, wisdom, and dedication have given us all of the confidence we need in order to do our jobs and then some. But you didn't just teach us how to do our jobs. You worked with us, laughed with us, and made these past 6 weeks all the better. Thank you to the DPSST staff, the custodians, the kitchen crew, and admin. You have accommodated and helped us more than we could have ever hoped for. To our agencies, I'm grateful that you had faith in us and invested time and resources into us, that we get to come home and work with all of the coworkers we've missed, and that we get to make the next step in our career, and that you're here to support us today. I want to do a personal shout out to 2 people in this class, Deputy Spencer Hall and Deputy Dylan Knudsen. I can't express how grateful I am for you guys, and that I get to look forward to a career alongside you both. I'm grateful I get to call you my brothers. And to my fellow graduates, Class BCL063, what a pleasure it has been to work with all of you. What we've accomplished here has been a collective effort. We've supported each other, pushed each other, and celebrated each other's victories. I'm grateful we had the chance to meet, to work together, and to know that we all experienced this together. Congratulations to us, BCL Class 063. Our journey is just beginning, and I have no doubt that all of us will go on, rise above, and accomplish great things. Thank you.
I am honored to address this graduating class. We arrived here on October 14th, and most of us were strangers. But I can now proudly address these men and women beside me as a family. Over the last 6 weeks, we have been humbled, built up, and encouraged by the brave men and women who have gone before us. I want to take a couple moments to honor people who have gone before me personally and have been foundational in my life. The first is my brother-in-law, a former most outstanding student here at DPSST, and one of my current sergeants at Multnomah County, Sergeant Gabriel Hill. He has served 4 years in the Marine Corps, 7 at Multnomah County, and 12 as a faithful husband and father. When I was considering a career in corrections, I looked primarily to him. I admire how he has served and given of himself, and I aspire to lead my home the way he has, with intention, authority, and heart. He leads by example. He lives a life of service and has been a source of stability for me through trying times. In addition, I want to honor my dad. Though he may not have served in an official capacity, he has faithfully served my family for 42 years. He has set an example for me of what it looks like to lead through tribulation, work hard, and fight for his family. He has modeled for me what service looks like as he has dedicated his life to his family, to me, so that I can stand here before you today, proud, prepared, and ready to serve. Dad, you don't know how much it means for me to hear you say that I'm living your dream. Corrections is an interesting job, to say the least, with its many challenges and particularly difficult individuals. But as a class, we have sworn to serve our counties. On our very first day here, we signed this sheet. This is our code of ethics. On the very first line, it states that our fundamental duty is to serve humankind. So, while it's easy to jot your signature down on the line and initial the box that says, "We swear to do this before God," it is difficult to serve the ones who disrespect us, degrade us, and maybe even assault us, threatening our will to go home to our loved ones at the end of the day. But this is our duty. We don't get to pick and choose who we serve. We don't get to draw the line when it gets hard or when we get disrespected or when we just don't feel like it, because service is our fundamental duty. As Denzel Washington said in Remember the Titans, I quote, "I don't care if you're black, green, blue, white, or orange," end quote. Men and women gave their lives for our freedoms, for this country, and it wasn't because they knew you or knew me, or because they thought like you, looked like you, or even shared your values, but it's because they knew what theirs were. They served, they sacrificed, they bled because they believed in what we could become. One nation, under God, indivisible. So while many stand divided, we will stand together as one. Therefore, let us be wise with our freedoms, standing together, building one another up, and serving one another, honoring the lives of those who served and continue to serve this country. We are BCL063, and we are here to serve you. We will rise above. We will stand together as one and bring our brothers and sisters home. Thank you.
told them on day one not to be bringing a bunch of germs to class because I don't have an immune system. Apparently, I forgot to mention this whole allergy thing going around. And now to all the graduates, the presentation of your certificates marks the conclusion of your training and the highlight of today's graduation. It signals the end of one phase of your career and the beginning of another. Will the members of Basic Corrections Local Class 63 please rise on command and come forward when your name is called?
First row, attention.
Deputy Alexandria Bofield, Tillamook County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Spencer Christensen, Lane County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Tyson Conrad, Union County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Dallas Dewey, Lane County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Stephanie Giddens, Malheur County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Spencer Hall, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Betsy Legg, Malheur County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Inga Myron, Lane County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Andrew Olson, Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Dylan Knudsen, Jackson County Sheriff's Office.
First row, take seats.
Deputy Grace Paranto, Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Benjamin Rohde, Umatilla County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Gretzky Saka, Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Jordana Shoemaker, Deschutes County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Elmer Sisk, Lane County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Dylan Smith, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Rebecca Stacy, Deschutes County Sheriff's Office. Deputy David Stewart, Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Paul Strapeni, Clatsop County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Austin Van Winkle, Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Trent Wagner, Lane County Sheriff's Office. Congratulations, BCL063. I will now administer the Criminal Justice Code of Ethics. Will the members of Class 63 please rise on command?
Class, attention.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I swear as a criminal justice officer.
I swear as a criminal justice officer
That my fundamental duty is to serve mankind.
that my fundamental duty is to serve mankind,
To safeguard lives and property.
to safeguard lives and property,
To protect all persons against deception.
to protect all persons against deception,
The weak against oppression or intimidation.
the weak against oppression or intimidation,
The peaceful against violence or disorder.
the peaceful against violence or disorder,
To respect the constitutional rights of all people.
to respect the constitutional rights of all people,
To liberty, equality, and justice.
to liberty, equality, and justice.
Please join me in formally congratulating the graduates of Basic Corrections Local Class 63. This concludes our graduation ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, and we thank you for being with us here on this special day. Please remain at your seats until the graduates have been dismissed. Afterward, we invite you to join us for a reception honoring the graduates, which will take place in our lobby. On behalf of the department, our director, and all the DPSST staff, I wish each graduate a safe and successful career.
Class, right face.